183.6.
All right, so that's how much I'm weighing as of right now. So what's my actual weight? I don't know. Well, we just saw it, right? Nah, because you got to take a high and to get your actual weight. You got to take a high and a low from the week. You got to take a weekly average, all right? You're going to have a high, you're going to have a low, all right? Your body weight is going to fluctuate. You got to, estimate the middle, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to bench press as heavy as I'm comfortable with. I'm not going to do a max because I'm going to the gym called Max too, right? So the gym gonna be empty, or it's gonna have 3 or 4 people in there that probably don't like me, and I don't like them because they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? But because grown men be in there, I'm not gonna harp on this too much because it's too much, right? But long story short, I'm 42 years old. There's a lot of grown men in there that be 40 something, 50 something years old, late 30 something years old, and they be mad because I won't talk to them, right? And I be just doing my workout. I'm just minding my business, doing my workout. This is at every gym that I go to, so it ain't no particular gym. I'm just saying, but I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do 3 something, and then I'm gonna guess how much I can do over that. There's times that I could do 295. There's times that I could do only 275. There's times that I failed at 305, and I really think on a good day I feel good right now. And sometimes you never know how good you feel until you get under that weight. I'm just saying, there's times that I felt like I could have done 300 for 2 or 3 reps. There's times I feel like I could do 315. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that to say this. No matter how much you think you can feel you can do, right? Don't do something that you're not ready to do. No matter how many times you done it before. Cause I've done that before. I have old videos where I've done way more than 315, but I also weighed way more than 183, and I was benching more often, and it was so many other factors that led up to me lifting that amount of weight, and I'm bringing all of those things back. So, most of the times I did it, I had somebody in the gym that would spot me if I needed them. But I didn't need them. There was times where 315 was nothing. I didn't need to even think about a spotter. It went up like butter. But, I got to work my way back to that. And the bulk thing is I'm bulking, right? Why am I weighing 183 instead of 160 something like I did when I was cutting? Because it's a bulk, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not going to bulk really heavy. I'm not going to get into my tools or nothing like that. That's a dirty bulk. I lean bulked, which is crazy because I have not been weighing myself at home. That's the first time I weighed myself at home in a couple months. All right, I've been weighing myself, but not that consistently. When you weigh yourself consistently, when you're trying to, manipulate your weight, you want to weigh yourself on a daily basis or as close as possible to a daily basis so you can know what's going on, because whatever isn't measured can't be managed, right? A lot of people are scared of the scale. Don't get on the scale. That's bad advice. I'm not saying it doesn't work for some people, but I'm just saying for the majority of people, that's bad advice. So I've been weighing myself in the gym, and I've been weighing 186 and 187 and 185 and things like that. So I know yesterday, it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get to the gym, it's going to be 2 something, almost 3. So I need to go because I got to work in the morning too. I got to work, so I got to go to the gym. I got to take a shower when I get home, eat breakfast. And I'm driving out of town to the gym. So I got to start the car and go, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to talk to y'all while I'm on my way until the phone stops recording, because I got 7 minutes or something left of record time. But I got a lot of videos that I need to erase so I can make room on my phone. All right, so a lot of people don't understand how much this YouTube thing does to your phone when you are a YouTuber who just uses his phone. All right, so I'm gonna put the phone back on my lap because I don't know how the engine is sounding while I'm talking. I'm gonna try to talk a little louder, and I'm gonna also try to talk a little better. And I'm also gonna try to stay on track of what I'm saying, right? So also, I'm not doing a max. I'm working up to some heavy singles, but I'm not doing a max. A max means the maximum amount of weight that you can lift, right? I'm not doing a max. I'm doing singles. I'm not going over 300 pounds, even if I feel like it went up like butter. I want it to go up like butter. If it go up like butter, that means I could do another 10 pounds, right? Which would be 310. Nope, not doing it. I could do 305 easily. Nope. The weight that the old me would have got revenge on that 305. I put 305 on the bar one time. This whole couple, the first time in a couple years going over 300. I just got the 300 for the first time. All this 300 stuff is the first time in years. All right, I had to restart my bench press. I had to bring back my bench press series. I don't remember how much I did on episode 1, but it was nowhere near 300 pounds. So I'm back to 300 pounds. I'm not gonna lose it by getting injured. Nah, that's not how that's called ego lifting. I'm not doing that. I believe in training hard, but I do not want to ego lift. I do not want to. If the rep doesn't count, I'm not gonna put more weight on there. All right. A lot of people, they butt come off the bench and the rep was all ugly. They had to twist all kind of ways to get it up, and they still put more weight on there. That's ego lifting. Now I get it. That has its place a little bit, but not the way people be doing, man. Also, bulking. A lot of people be like, man, why don't you bulk up to 200? I've done that before. I bulked up to 275, and guess what? Most of it was all fat and water weight. All right, as a natural, and I do not want to encourage nobody to not go natty, because I'm natty, right? And I believe in natty for all kinds of reasons. Health is wealth. All right, just put it that. I'm just leave it at that in a nutshell. Health is wealth. So I'm not gonna get up to 2 something. I got realistic goals, because at the end of the day, as a natty, I'm not going to gain as much muscle as I would if I was not natty. I'm not going to gain as much strength as I would if I was not natty. But I'm going to gain as much muscle and strength naturally as I possibly can. Right? So it makes no sense to go from 165 cutting and get up to 200. Okay, that's what? 35 pounds? I'm not going to gain. I've been lifting for over a decade. I'm not going to gain 35 more pounds of muscle. Just put it like that. Naturally, I'm not. I'm 42. I can still gain muscle, and I'm still gaining muscle. I just got to be smart about it, all right? I don't need to be doing dumb crash out stuff with my dieting. I don't need to be doing dumb crash out stuff with my workouts, and I don't need to be doing dumb crash out stuff with anything that I do, even outside of the gym, all right? I'm like LeBron. He about to retire. Is he retired? I don't know. He keep on, hinting on it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm older than LeBron James. I'm Lil Wayne age. Lil Wayne a year older than me. I'm Lil Wayne age, bruh. Since whoever learned it, I'm the same age as Lil Wayne and older than LeBron James. I don't need to. A lot of people will say, okay, if you lift heavier and you fail, there's ways of getting out of it. I know that. The best way is to bench in the squat rack and use the squat things as safeties if you got stable ones, all right? But at the same time, and adjust them to where you can bench, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things people say, and I do this, bench press without the clamps, the collars or whatever on there. I do that just in case I could dump the weight. But guess what? Any other, you can climb other different ways, or use put one side on the floor. There's so many different ways. I'm not going to even get into that. But I know the different ways, but people going to try to say that. But I'm like, man, bro, listen. If you never been under no heavy weight, you do not want to have to do those things. I've done certain things, and that's scary as fuck. And you still got a high risk of injury. And guess what happens when you get injured? You're not just injured in the gym. You're injured for real. So it's just like an animal in the wild, right? Animals in the wild pick and choose their battles, and so should you in the gym. Because guess what? If an animal gets injured, if he needs to hunt and he loses his fangs, or he breaks a limb, or loses his claws or anything, if he gets messed up, guess what? He ain't gonna be able to hunt the next day. If he can't hunt, he can't eat, right? Same thing with you. You don't want to get injured in the gym, you gotta work. And also, I don't want to be hurting, but I'm just saying, like, how I'm gonna work? I work a 12.5 physical job where I'm always moving, I'm always working, I'm always doing this, I'm always doing all kind of stuff, right? How I'm gonna do that if I'm injured? Huh? How I'm gonna do that if my heaviest deadlift. Let's say I believe I could do more than 50 pounds more than the heaviest deadlift I ever showed y'all. Let's say I do a 585 or 600 and something pound deadlift just to show people that I can, and it took everything I had, and I had to do it all kind of, and it just was so effed up. I get it up, but guess what? I can't do nothing else afterwards. Okay, what's gonna happen to my deadlift? It's gonna disappear. What's gonna happen to my life? It's gonna be messed up, all right? And guess I'm gonna be hurting. I can't sleep right. I can't roll over. Nah. So I'm doing what I'm comfortable with doing, and it's also, to add to that, there's a huge difference between testing your strength and building your strength. Building your strength and testing your strength requires the same things, but it's like the effort, the intensity, all right? People see these guys on the internet, Dangerous Gym, and I'm not dissing dudes, but I'm just saying, like, that ain't, I don't even think they train like that every day. I think they do that for the videos. They be doing it, but they doing it for the video. It's impressive, but the average Joe Smo don't need to be doing that, all right? Especially if you're a beginner. I tell people all the time, don't wait until New Year's, and the earlier you begin, the faster you're going to get experience. You need some experience under your belt before you do anything intensely crazy. I tell people all the time, start light. Work on your form. Figure it out. Get those muscle patterns, get that mind-muscle connection. Get used to lifting weights. Get used to good form. Nobody's form ever going to be perfect, but at least get 75, 85% of good form before you start adding weight to the bar. All right? Your deadlift should feel like nothing. Work on your form. Your squat should just be enough to weigh you down a little bit. Till you can get in that hole, till you can do a full proper squat, do not be squatting 1,000 pounds. People who squat a lot more than me and are weaker than me. But guess what? They don't hit depth. A lot of people, because they don't got mobility enough. No, they be having mobility. They be squatting fully down until they get to that heavier weight. That's ego lifting. If you're lifting weights that you shouldn't be lifting, if you're lifting weights that's making you break form, you're ego lifting. If it's making you break form to get it up, do not lift that amount of weight. You're not ready for it. Swallow your pride. Put your pride aside. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. There's plenty of days I could have done 315 and probably even more as of late. But even though I've done it before, I'm still going to get myself ready first. That might sound any kind of way. I am never going to get on this internet and tell you to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Never. And also, hey, do what you want to do. This is mostly advice for myself anyways, all right? Allegedly. For educational purposes only, all right? So, keep it safe. Stay natty. Eat accordingly. Make sure you're just getting your protein. Make sure you're getting your healthy fats. Carbs, arguably, I'm a carb guy. I'm not scared of carbs, all right? So, if you want to do your little keto or whatever you want to do what you do. I don't care. But yeah, if you got reasons to do something different than I do, I ain't got nothing against it. But hey, man, shoot, I got advice for you. And guess what? You take the advice you think you need to take, and I'm going to take the advice I need to take. I'm going to take my advice, and guess what? Next year, let's compare each other. Let's see where the results, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Hey, man, I tell people all the time, though, because people will sit there and argue with me, man. I don't really talk to people. I'll be talking on the internet, but I don't be talking to people in real life, man. I talk to people who cool or whatever, but I really don't talk that much about fitness unless somebody asks me a question and I give them. And even then, if I feel like they're not listening, we're not going to be. I don't like talking about fitness unless it's like a real good conversation where it's mutually respected. You know, I don't have to be the main one doing the talking, but guess what? I should. If I'm the person you try to learn from, I should be. You know, people ask you a question and try to learn from you, and then they be telling you stuff. Like, that don't make sense. Hey, Michael Jordan, teach me how to play basketball. And then what I think should do, and like, come on, man, you won't let Mike get a word in. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense, man. So don't be wasting my breath on some of these people, man. And then they'll let you say a whole bunch of stuff, and they just go with the opposite of what you said anyways. So, I mean, they can say and do what they say, but what I'm saying is I value my time. You know what I'm saying? And if a person doesn't value my time, and they don't value theirs either, they just be in there talking, chatty patty, hey man, they gotta leave. They ain't miss me with that bullshit. You can be in there socializing with whoever else you want to, just not me, all right? My workout is more important than anything we gotta say to each other. My workout is more important than anything we gotta say to each other. Unless something is going on and you really need some help or whatever. Like if somebody need a spot or they need somebody to get something off of them. Like me, I had somebody that needed. I had somebody get 305 pounds off of me the other day, and salute the bro. But yeah, I've had people that try to want me to spot them their whole workout and didn't even need a spot. Like, dog, I'm working out. I'm not about to move away from my workout to come assist with yours the whole time. Hey, if you need a gym buddy, you need to go there with a gym buddy. There's other people in the gym that, hey, shoot, especially if you're in there in a packed gym, there's a lot of people that will give up their whole workout for you, happily, because they ain't working out anyways. Yo, man, you gotta train, man. That's another point. To have good results, you gotta have good workouts stacked up. Yes, there's gonna be bad days. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be days when you really can't really do nothing. And I mean, physical fatigue, there's mental fatigue, there's all kinds of things. And there's days you ain't gonna be able to do nowhere near what you can do. And there's days where you can't do nothing at all. All right, especially if you've been pushing hard. I got videos about fatigue too, so you need to go look up those. I just made them. So comment, like, subscribe, and share. Holler back at your boy. It's your boy, Rapid Time Fitness. Your boy.